Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. Anytime I browse through the prayers and words of wisdom of Christian leaders, I invariably come across the words of Augustine of Hippo. Augustine put his good mind to work for the sake of Christ's church. He lived during a time of destabilizing change. He was born in Algeria in 354. His mother was a devout Christian, and he attended some of the most important schools of that day. And yet, Augustine felt completely inadequate when it came to expressing his wonder and adoration for God. Augustine wrote, "O thou supreme, most secret and most present, most beautiful and strong. What shall I say, my God, my life, my holy joy? What shall any man say when he speaks of thee?" We are, all of us, at a loss for words when it comes to describing God, who God is, how powerful God is. In our Bible reading for today, though, we learned that it really isn't a matter of our words. Indeed, there is something else that is more important than our words when it comes to God. I'm reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, from the New Revised Standard Version. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was a formless void, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. It isn't our words that matter. It is God's word that matters. God's word has power. God's word has purpose. God's word gives life. God's word is love. It is God's word that makes all the difference in our lives. While we read the testimony to God's word in the Bible, God's word is so much more than the letters we see printed on a page. I think of the Bible as a window through which we are looking to see the glorious power and truth of God. For a prayer exercise, I would encourage you just to sit holding a Bible. And as you do this, to give thanks. Give thanks for God's powerful word that makes all the difference in our lives today.